There are a lot of ways people try to measure a company: production numbers, equipment, growth, efficiency, and those things matter, but they don't tell the whole story. Because the most important part of any company isn't something you can measure, it's people. When we are out at different industry events, meetings, or trade shows, one question comes up more often than you might expect. What's your most valuable asset? And the answer is always easy to me. It's our people, every single time. It's the people who show up early, the ones who stay late when the job isn't finished, the ones who take pride in doing things the right way, even when no one is watching. That's what makes the difference. That's what makes this company what it is today. This isn't just about the work that gets done, it's about how it gets done. It's about consistency, commitment, and a shared understanding that what we do matters. And over the years, we've been tested, like every company has. But some moments stand out more than others. Moments where things weren't easy, where the path forward wasn't clear, where the pressure was real and the outcome mattered. In those moments, you learn a lot about a company, but more importantly, you learn about its people. And what I've seen time and time again is this: we come together not because we have to, but because that's who we are. People stepping in without being asked, figuring things out in real time, showing up when it's needed. That's not something you can plan for. That's something that's built over time. Through trust, through shared challenges, through long days that turn into long years, working side by side. That's what creates culture. That's what creates tenure. Because tenure isn't just about how long someone has been here. It's about them giving their time and their effort. It's about the role they played in moving this company forward. The people who have been part of this journey, you've seen the changes, you've seen the growth. You've been there when things were tough, and you stayed, you showed up, you contributed, and you helped build something that lasts. That matters more than anything else, because companies don't succeed because of equipment. They don't succeed because of systems. They succeed because of people who care enough to do the work and do it well. And that's why when I'm asked that question, what's your most valuable asset? There's never any hesitation. It's the people. It's always been the people, and it always will be. Looking ahead, there will be new challenges. There will be new opportunities, and there will be new people who join this journey. But what won't change is the foundation, the commitment, the pride, the willingness to stand together and figure it out. Where we've been matters, it tells our story, but where we're going, that's being written every single day by the same thing that's always driven this company forward, our people. And no matter what comes next, we'll face it the same. We will always have together. We were challenged just this year in a way none of us expected. Our computers were hacked. I remember that day as if it were yesterday. It's still hard for me to believe that someone thousands of miles away could essentially shut us down. We were told that attackers may have been from Russia, though we never truly knew for certain. It was early, around 6:30 to 7 in the morning. I had been out practicing for an upcoming horse show when I got a call from Wesley Johnson. That alone was unusual at that hour. When I answered, I immediately heard the urgency in his voice. Something you don't normally hear from Wesley. He simply said, "We've got problems. You need to come now." When I arrived at the office and walked into the IT room, I could see it on everyone's faces. There was a sense of shock and desperation. It felt like they all wanted to cry, but because they were men, they weren't supposed to cry. Our servers and computers had been completely taken over. We couldn't access anything. All of our data was being held for ransom. In that moment, the saying, "You don't realize what you have until it's gone," became real. It took us 3 to 4 days just to fully understand what had happened. From there, we had to rebuild almost everything from scratch. We created a priority list and began replacing servers, computers, and anything else we could. We salvaged whatever data we could get our hands on, but much of it was gone. We had to go back to pen and paper for everything. The impact was widespread. All 3 companies were affected. We couldn't run payroll, we couldn't enter orders, we didn't have the paperwork needed to ship loads, we couldn't pay vendors or track production. The disruption touched every part of our operation. But what stood out the most during that time was our people. It was incredible to see how everyone came together to support one another through something none of us had ever experienced before. For 2 to 3 months, our team worked long days and weekends. We leaned on each other, stayed focused, and pushed forward. In the end, we overcame it. We rebuilt, we adapted, and we moved forward together. And most important, we told the hackers to kiss off. I was proud then, and I'm still proud now, to be a part of a group so committed to facing challenges head on. There were moments when tempers flared, but that came from a place of passion, people who cared deeply about their work and about getting back to normal. A proud moment for me this year happened at a horse show. Over time, people have started to recognize the OK brand hats we occasionally wear at the shows. During one show, a well-known individual in the horse industry approached me and said something that really stuck. He told me, "You know, most people in businesses only hear about the things when something goes wrong, but I want to tell you about something your company did right." I knew he was a major landowner from South Texas. He went on to explain that his fence builder had been a loyal Red brand customer for years and had always preferred their product. However, they had been having trouble getting some supply from them, so he suggested they try OK brand, knowing the people behind the company, and encouraged him to give him a chance. After installing it, the fence builder came back and told him how impressed he was with the quality. He was genuinely excited about how well the product was made and would start using that brand on other jobs. In that moment, I was beaming with pride. I couldn't have been more proud of the people back home who are responsible for making our product the best it can be. I told him we have a great team and that I would be sure to pass along the message, because they are the ones who truly deserve the credit. Experiences like that remind you just how far you've come and make you proud of the work that's been done along the way. Thank you to everyone for your commitment, your loyalty, and your hard work. We truly appreciate your passion and, most of all, your dedication to sticking with us through the challenging times. We're grateful to have each of you as a part of this family of companies. Thank you.